women in tech or in STEM or whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah,
Tech babes.
yeah, yeah.
Because the struggle.
There's a lot going on here, but you know what? Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Welcome to another episode. I don't know what episode number we're at now. At this point, we will not
I
be
also
saying the
don't know.
episode numbers. Just welcome to another episode at this point.
We've
Yay!
been consistent for a few months.
We've
I'm
tried.
I'm proud of us. We're doing well.
So yeah, I don't know. Whatever episode number, welcome. You know,
If you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for watching and
thank
for
you.
joining us. Hit
Yes.
subscribe, follow, review,
Share.
share, whatever it is that you gotta hit from the platform you're watching from. Welcome. If you're returning,
Thank
hi.
you, guys.
God
Thank
bless
you.
you.
We love you. So, this is the month of March. I don't know if this is everywhere. Is it everywhere that it's?
Yeah, International Women's Day.
Oh, so it's. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry because, like, I don't know. I tried to think about it. I was like, when I was in Nigeria, where we celebrate, but then I was
Yeah.
younger. So, no. I'm saying, like, because I don't remember it being a thing.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay,
again,
okay.
maybe I was young again. Forgive me, guys. I'm sorry. But you know what? Happy International Women's
Day,
Month.
month.
Yeah.
Yes. It's not the day. The episode will not drop on the day. However,
Yeah. The whole
happy-
month we're
the whole month we're
celebrating.
celebrating ourselves. So happy International Women's Month.
Yes, that's correct. So today we're talking to our lovely women, women like us,
Ourselves.
men you can listen to so that you can know how to, help your sisters, your mothers, your wives, your girlfriends, your all of the
Your
above.
friends.
Yeah.
EDC,
So
EDC.
yes. So we're talking today about, I guess, growing confidence or getting
Becoming
more
a confident woman.
confident. Yes.
Because we really need to, man. We gotta step up and be confident. Not to say we are not confident already, but if that's something that you're working on, working towards, that's what we're talking about today.
Yes. And then just thinking about like society's way of, what would you call it? Grooming. Like just thinking about how things have always been.
Mm.
Women have sort of always been like at the back burner, but we say no. This is where it ends, or it has ended. But do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess sometimes it's a struggle to get back up or to realize, because like sometimes I think about like the older generation, like telling them to do certain things, they're probably looking at you like, "Are you alright?"
Yeah.
because it's not something that they grew up with, or they were told that it was okay
Okay.
to do.
Mhm.
But you know what? We're breaking rubbish cycles. We're breaking them.
That's right. All rubbish cycles gone forever. But let
Yes.
me ask you something.
Yeah.
What does being a confident woman mean or look like to you?
Me.
Oh, okay. Okay. I love it. No,
You know,
that's the
that's
energy.
confidence.
That's the energy. I love it.
Okay. I think being a confident woman, I think it would depend on where, like which area of life, right? Like so in at work, you might have to be more bossy. Not bossy, but not let people override you.
Mhm.
Asking for what you're entitled for. Like, like
Mhm.
you know what, like hello, I've been working here for the last, I don't know, 5 years. I deserve this promotion, I deserve this raise. Like being able to talk for yourself, I
Mhm.
think that's it. Well, being able to talk for yourself anywhere. So apart
Yeah.
from workplace, please
Yeah.
talk for yourself. Being able to stand up for yourself. Yeah, I don't know. What about you? 'Cause-
Oh, when I'm thinking about confidence, yeah, it's pretty much same thing. Being able to, I would say, be okay in your own skin,
Mm,
and I feel like when you're okay with who you are, you can be able to express yourself without feeling
true.
a certain type of way.
True.
So I think in my head, that's where it starts. But being okay with who you are and loving who you are, and
Mm.
then being able to, yeah, speak up for yourself. Be confident. I was going to say be confident, but
Because
yeah.
yeah, I think also like obviously putting yourself around other confident people, right? Like because sometimes you may not necessarily there's something you're aspiring for, like, oh my god, I like this person, I like the way they show up, the way they are confident, and I'm not there yet.
Mhm.
Surround yourself with them, because yeah, you might not be there doesn't mean that you cannot get there, because even me as I'm talking, there's still there's more confidence to reach that kind of thing. So it's like, I guess, hanging around or spending time with people that you want to be like
Yeah.
pretty much like.
Yeah, so I can rub off on you.
Yes.
I feel like sometimes confidence is seen as okay. I'll backtrack and say I have not always. That is one area of my life that I've struggled with,
Okay.
and I'm still working on. And sometimes I used to see people who are like I used to associate rather confidence with like arrogance
Mm.
and pride and like you have an
Like all the,
attitude
yeah.
girl, like what is your
That makes
problem,
sense.
that kind of thing. And having to unlearn that. And I feel like for many that is the picture of confidence. If
Mm.
someone who because even when you say okay, being able to speak up for yourself and express yourself and everything, it doesn't mean be rude
Mm-hmm.
or be
Yes,
condescending
yes,
or
yes, yes.
whatnot. But I feel like sometimes we forget that there's a like we think that's either one or the
Or the
other.
other, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a thin line between when you want, like, when you're showing confidence and then you're being arrogant. Like, an example now, like, when like you go to like maybe certain places like in Nigeria now, and there's
Mhm.
always like, do you know who I am? Like, who the hell are you? Like, like, yeah, you can it can come up as them being confident, because especially when they are talking to certain people, you're like, this person you're talking to can beat you up, but it's like you're assuming confidence. But then in some situation, it's like, guy, no.
You're just rude.
Yes,
You're
exactly.
doing
Or
the
you
most.
shouldn't
Yeah.
talk like that, especially like, if I think depending on where
The
you are,
context. Yeah.
yeah, the context of the conversation, or
Mm-hmm.
where you're having it, it shows like, okay, if this person is coming for, like, I'm wondering, like, if I'm going to talk to my boss now about a raise or a promotion, I don't see how he would see me saying, hey, I deserve this, as rude. Like, hello,
Yeah.
I pay my dues.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? You come
Yeah.
with receipts. Like,
Mm-hmm.
hello, I finished this tax before this. I did this,
Yeah.
I did this, I did this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had, well, it doesn't mean that some people will not still see it as, you being arrogant, right? But it's you, I think the intention or the thought process behind whatever, like, you're trying to, is it assume?
Yeah.
That
Actually.
helps
Yeah.
to, yeah. But please be confident, guys. Like, it's worth it, because people
Sorry,
will
the
step on
picture
you.
of confidence. People will
People
actually if you
will,
let them. Yes.
yeah, people match you anyhow. But anyway, but yes. So, I was thinking about how sometimes, like, yes, with confidence, I guess backtracking to, like, where does it necessarily start from? Like, I'm thinking about, like, the things that the Bible, like from
Mm-hmm.
Genesis,
Mm-hmm.
God, He made man in His image. He said man is now in charge. Like, God already put us as in charge, confident, like all of those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So where did we miss it? That is now let's learn confidence. Well, like, for goodness sake, it's already there. But it's like, where did it all, I don't know, go
Yes.
wrong, that we now have to relearn it? Something that is already ours.
I would say life. Honestly, I think it's life. A lot
Mm,
of things that we do or habits that we have or the way we present ourselves, we learn from, the way we experience
mm,
life. So maybe like this is an example that popped into my head. It's like people who are when they're kids and they maybe talk a lot or
mm.
they're always
Dramatic.
loud or dramatic or whatnot, and you're told um you're always talking, you talk too much, like
Mm-hmm.
be quiet and everything. So you learn that okay, talking too much or I am too much,
Mm-hmm.
apart from
Mm-hmm.
just talking too much is wrong, but also I am too much, so I have to
Like, tone
tone
it
it
down.
down or I
Mm-hmm.
have to, so it's things like that. And some people, it's not even like from your childhood or when you're growing up and whatnot, but it's like life because man, life can kick your ass sometimes, and then you forget kind of
Who
who
you are.
you are.
Mm.
Maybe you've experienced some sort of hurt, or you have spoken about something, then people have shunned you, or you have lost
True.
friends, or you have done this. So you now learn that okay, if I do this, then this terrible experience was
Would
going to be
happen.
the result.
Yeah.
So you now
You
tone it
shrink
down,
yourself.
you shrink
Mm-hmm.
to fit in so that it's not
Let me not ruffle
let me not
any. Yeah.
mess anything up and let me
Mm-hmm.
just chill and relax, and maybe everything will be good. So yeah, I think that's part of it.
Yeah, and I think that makes sense because, like, I think about like words, right? As you said, it's not just even when you're a child, even grown ups, right? There's certain words that if you allow enter your spirit or allow someone, speak those words to you,
Mm-hmm.
you may not realize how it's affecting you. You may not
Mm-hmm.
even
Mm-hmm.
like, because I think about like when like like someone would say, oh, I'm struggling with my self-esteem, and
Mm-hmm.
you're looking at them like from the outside, you're like, what
Why?
about
Yeah.
you is making you struggle, right? Most of it is words. I've noticed it's not necessarily like, oh, maybe they don't have everything working for them, or they don't have food, they don't have this,
Mm-hmm.
all of that is mostly like things that have been said to them over again, or things that they've believed about themselves, or
Mm-hmm.
as you said, right? If somebody start telling you, okay, you're talking too much, you're doing this too much, at a
Mm-hmm.
point, if you allow it, then
Mm-hmm.
it now becomes your reality, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like fighting those words with words. That's what I believe. Like
Yeah.
fighting those words with words. I don't know, but yeah.
So
Anyway,
you
that's
clap back.
like, yeah, you fight those. Yeah, stupid. No, I'm not stupid. I don't know, but yeah, but I think reminding yourself that, I guess that would be like a way to build confidence. Maybe reminding yourself of who you are
Yeah.
continuously, because I don't. It's not a one day thing for sure.
No.
It has to
No.
be.
It's a
Yes.
journey. I agree. Um, I'm trying to gather my thoughts in
Mm,
a way that makes sense. I agree with what you're saying, but I'm thinking about people who are, because it's one thing to know that you're worth more or you deserve more and
mhm,
everything.
mm,
Then you're able to say, okay, fight words with words, like you say, like you're stupid. No, I'm not stupid. That kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
But if you have become the person who has already internalized that, so if someone tells you something negative, you already believe that about
yeah,
yourself, then you can't even begin to counter it
yeah.
because you already see yourself in that light.
Mm.
Do
Yeah,
you get what I
that's
mean?
hard. Yeah, I feel like there are some things that unfortunately nobody can really bring you out of.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody can really like drag you or make you better in. It's
Mm-hmm.
something that, whether, I don't know, fortunately or unfortunately, you have to realize, because I don't like, yes, because now if let's say all the people around you are just nonsense people,
Mm-hmm.
and they just keep saying negative words to you, so there's nobody there to speak
Speak life.
life.
Yeah.
So it's something that you have to. It's not like, because now it's not like there's somebody there
You
that
can't
is.
depend on somebody else
Yes, so
to
it's
bring it
almost
out.
like, I think, let's start with this.
Mm-hmm.
As a human being, you are worth it. Like, I think maybe knowing that helps. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if it helps or not. So even without all the, maybe the accolades, the, I don't know, the accomplishments, this, the that, the fact that you're on this earth, God has a purpose, God has a reason why you're here, right? So I think knowing that to start
Mm.
might help you to build, because sometimes people also equate confidence with like maybe the accomplishments, all you had,
Mm.
which is nice. It's a
It's
confidence
great.
booster.
Yes.
But maybe let that not be what you rely on. I've
That's
seen people that are not in the greatest place
mm-hmm.
being so confident. You're like, okay, okay. So
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's, I don't know.
No,
Anyway.
you're right. And that's where I was heading to. And I love how you said that the foundation of it is first as you are, without anything else. You are worth it and you are worthy. And I think the best way to build that foundation is to know your creator, to get to know God, because that's the only
Mm-hmm.
way you're going to change whatever.
What's
Maybe
inside?
even, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Mm-hmm.
even you had maybe a traumatic um childhood or something. Maybe it's the people that were supposed to speak life into you who were telling you you're this, you'll never amount to anything, you'll never this, you'll
Mm-hmm.
never that, and you have internalized that. And while we can't go back to
Yeah.
change that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, God can actually redeem you and help.
Yes.
Well, He can go back and
Yeah.
change
And
that
redeem. Yeah.
and redeem
Redeem
you.
the
So
times. Yes.
exactly. So first you have to know your creator.
Yeah. I
He's the
agree.
one who gave you the worth anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
might as well go back to God and you know find out what He's saying about you. And the next thing is renew your mind.
Yes.
Like study scripture.
Yes.
Just it will help your life.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yeah. Talk to God again. Surround yourself with amazing people that, like, people that you see that you're like, okay, this person seems like they're confident enough that it's something that I would like to
To
experience. I
learn.
know sometimes it helps, like, if you know somebody's story, you're like, this person should not be as confident as they are, or how
Yeah.
come they are able to
Yeah.
overcome. That helps, but maybe you might not know everybody's story because it's just what it is, right? There's
Yeah.
some people that you see, like, you may not know what's going on until you've already spoken to them a while. So
Right.
you may not know immediately, but at least if you see someone that is showing up for themselves in a way that you admire, there's
Mhm.
nothing wrong with that. You
Mhm.
know, mentor, mentees,
Mhm.
relationship, things like that, to build confidence. God is always number one, of course,
Mhm.
as you said. And I think the moment you realize, or the moment you see that, okay, this is something I want, just start speaking it to yourself. So I think people don't always realize the magnitude of words, like how important words are, right? Sometimes you
Mhm.
just think, oh, it just said, it's not just,
It's not just,
yeah.
yeah.
The more you say it, the more your mind starts to believe it
Right.
as well. So
Right.
that would be another.
Yeah. There's this quote I heard from Stephanie Gretzing. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but she's a worship minister.
Yeah.
And she says sometimes you sing it because you believe it, and sometimes you sing it until you believe it. And I think um that applies to the words. You'll be saying it and it will feel like, I don't know if I really it
Agree.
doesn't feel
Mhm.
like that it's the truth and everything, but the more you say it, the more you start to believe it. You don't have to stop. Speak life over yourself until it becomes
A reality.
a reality, your reality. Okay, I'm going to
Yes.
go a touchy-ish
Eh,
place.
eh, gotta beg. Not touchy.
Okay, so as women,
Hmm.
this is something that I have seen, read, and even experienced, actually, if I'm honest.
Okay.
God help me as I'm exposing my life.
Gotta beg.
Some people, like,
Mhm.
we tend to sometimes, you know how people say, like, women are each other's enemies.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
You-
Okay.
Sometimes.
Okay. So some people have, I've seen this happen where it's like you see someone and you see that they're bold, they're confident, they carry
Mm.
themselves a certain way, and then instead of, you know how you say surround yourself with people who are this let
Admiring it, and
rub
yeah.
it now irks you
Mm.
because you're not seeing it in yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest. So it's now like
That's true. Yeah. No, I agree.
you're now like bothered and you're
Mm-hmm.
like, this girl said she even
She's too
acts like
much.
she's doing this.
This is all that. Yeah.
So if someone is self-aware enough to know that about themselves,
Mhm.
how do they get out of that? Number one. Number two, how can we as women support each other in that aspect, or
Without.
help each other out in that
Mm,
aspect
yeah.
where it's like, okay, this is an assumption and a big one. But like, let's say you're the confident person and you see this person who is giving you attitude and everything, and you maybe discern that this person is feeling
It's
some
feel,
type of
yeah.
way because they are dealing with their own stuff. So how do you
Help them.
help them,
Ah,
even though you're the object of their
of
anger
their
and
anger.
annoyance? That's if you should help them. I don't know, but I'm
Yeah.
just thinking about that.
I think, no, as you mentioned, like, to start with, like, the person that is feeling some type of way is your insecurity that is playing out on you. Unfortunately, like, it's just what it is.
Mhm.
So now, if you're self-aware, kudos, because that's first step.
Yes.
Like, at least you
You
know that I
know.
have a problem. So that's great. And I think, like, because I'm thinking about it, like, when you're self-aware of something about you,
Mhm.
and you recognize that that thing is not good,
Mhm.
you are, I don't think anybody would tell you that you want to do better. Like, it's something that you will realize
Mm.
that, okay, yes, okay, I'm aware that I'm a jealous person or I'm an envious person.
Okay.
And I know that I don't like that I'm being like this.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I saw a post on Instagram. No, 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 because I just saw it. I just remembered. So I saw a post on, I don't know if it was Instagram or Twitter, somewhere, or
Mhm.
TikTok, one of these. So apparently, this lady said that, oh, I deleted or unfollowed or blocked, I can't remember, my childhood friend's number from my phone, because she has everything going for her, everything is good, good, da 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 da. And me on the other side, like, things are just bad for me.
Mm.
that kind of thing. So she
Mm-hmm.
unfollowed. Then I went to the comments because
The comments.
everybody.
It's where it's at.
And at first, even when I saw it, like I didn't think about it because I was just like, like what
Okay.
would be like.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I was like, you came and put it on social media. Like some things, man, say it to your cousin, say it to your brother at home. I don't know about putting it on social media, but okay.
Yeah.
So I went to the comment and people were like, that's not a good thing. Why would you? There's all the people that are bashing her, talking about like, why would you put this up? You're an envious person. I think,
Right.
and in my mind, I'm like, she recognized that already. So you're
Right.
already telling her what she knows.
Right.
And then there was some other comments that came up and they were like, it's actually great that you recognize this. And if it helps your peace
Mm-hmm.
to unfollow this person,
Mm-hmm.
great.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else wrote, which is, I guess, where I was like, okay, I liked some of the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else wrote that, okay, you are feeling this way, you recognize it. It would be nice to talk to your friend about it
Mm.
because now you've unfollowed or blocked or whatever. She didn't do anything. She doesn't know that.
You're going through all of this in your
Yeah, she
mind.
doesn't know what's happening to you. She just like now maybe when she calls you or whatever, she'll just see that your number
I'm
is not
blocked.
going through again. It's like so it's like how about she's a childhood friend, yes, and that's what and that's the thing now to the other person, right?
Mm-hmm.
A good friend or a good person, because they may not necessarily be your friend. A good person should not always think that everything is about them.
Yes, but that's gonna be a problem.
Yes, but like I'm just because in this situation, it's not because I'm just looking at this babe and just wondering in my mind, like maybe she was hoping to talk to the friend, but she already knows how her friend will react.
Yes.
And then she's like, you know what, let me just for my sanity,
Let
let
me
me
just.
just block you so that I don't have to deal with it. Because
Mhm.
if I had this conversation with you, you will probably now make it as if I already know that I'm envious. Like
Yeah.
I already know. Like
Mhm.
there's no need for you to badge me about that. That
Mhm.
doesn't change.
Mhm.
But it's like how can you help me to fix it or not fix? Maybe make me feel better. And sometimes yes, I guess it's not that person's job to make you feel better or to
Mhm.
to stop being envious.
Mhm.
But I'm just thinking like that other person might, and a big might be able to say something or
That will
do
help you.
something that will help you. I don't know.
I hear what you're saying. Two things. First of all, for the person who is going to have that conversation, the thought of, because even if you think your childhood friend is going to be understanding, is going to be this, is going to be that, the thought of exposing that to
Mm-hmm.
them,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it needs a lot of bravery and
That's
courage
yeah.
and all of that stuff. However, if you do get the courage
Boldness.
and the boldness to actually have that conversation, beyond how they're going to respond is going to be very freeing for you,
Mm-hmm.
because now
Mm-hmm.
you have brought this deep dark sec-
Yeah.
secrets or whatnot to light.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
opened
Mm-hmm.
it. So
Yeah.
how do they say, you can't shame the shameless?
You can't because there was even one comment
It
that
breaks
said
some
yeah because there
hold
was a
over
comment there
over
that said
you.
something that was really nice. They were like, I don't know why you guys are bashing this woman, blah blah blah. Every one of you have been envious or jealous of somebody at one point or the other. Like
Yep.
so, don't make it look as if this person is saying something that doesn't happen. The only thing that is making it a big deal for you is because she's
She's
putting
putting
it
it
on
out
social
there.
media or
Yeah.
whatever. But it's like you're probably jealous of your brother somewhere. You're probably jealous of this. You're like, so
Hmm.
don't make it look as if it's not a almost like a common thing
That it
ish
happens.
that happens. And I feel like as human beings, jealousy will come in. Is now do you allow the jealousy to sit? Do
Yeah.
you just allow like, oh, this person, or
Yeah.
do you like redirect that energy or that
Deal with it
deal with it?
away. Yeah.
Yes. So that's the difference. But like everybody gets jealous. Even our God is a jealous God.
Yes. I
So
agree.
like you get what I mean? So like there's no need to pretend like it doesn't happen. It's just okay, how do we make
Make
sure
sure.
that it's
Yeah.
not yeah. And
So
maybe her way of putting it up is so that a friend will see it and know. Who
maybe.
knows?
Yes.
That's courage right there. That's even confidence. That's confidence.
Maybe, but honestly, this is my suggestion to anyone who has and this is not just about like being jealous or
Mhm.
whatnot, but anything that is holding you down, like it feels like a deep dark secret
Mhm.
that it's like, oh, if I share this, they will think I'm a horrible person, they will hate me,
Mm.
they will this, they will that.
They will hate you regardless.
Man, just sometimes find the safe space to share it, even if it's not with them, but bringing
Somewhere.
it, like speaking it out, it reduces the hold that it has
Mm,
over you. So
yes.
bring
And it doesn't
things
allow
to
it to
light.
keep festering.
Festering,
Yeah, it
exactly. You're
doesn't.
not
Yeah.
just meditating on it and
Mm-hmm.
you're letting it
And
ruminate
it's
and
getting
all of
worse
that.
and getting worse, getting worse. Then one day
Exactly.
you're like, like
Mm-hmm.
yes.
And then
I
on the
agree.
other side now, for the people who others have had strength to come and tell you, like, yo, at this point in time, I felt this way about you, I felt this way about
Mm.
you, my friend or not my friend. If you actually go out, leave that conversation with that, like, ha, people, then you now go and just your other friends. See
Mm.
this other people.
That's
This,
actually.
this is how this babe said that this. Like, you just don't understand people. People are so this, they're so that. Man, just don't be rubbish.
That's the word, and that's what I'm
Like,
saying. Like,
just
don't
don't.
always think that
It's
it's
not just
only about
about you,
you. Like, that's the thing,
and
because
it can hurt,
yes,
and all of that, all of that. And I'm not saying that you don't have the, I don't know, how you deal with that is your own
mm-hmm.
responsibility and
Yeah,
whatnot. But even as you're dealing with it, I think it's important to preserve the
relationship or the person.
the
Yeah,
person, like,
yeah,
cover them.
mm-hmm.
Like, you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to
Yeah,
now make it about you. Make it now, tell all your other friends that this one friend
is a
is
terrible
a
person.
terrible person. Then everybody
Stay
is,
away from this one.
exactly, or
Yeah.
then everybody is gossiping about them, or everybody
Mm-hmm.
is treating them a type of way. Please don't be that person.
I think
Please.
one thing I've learned in recent time is like two things or two emotions can coexist.
That's
So you
right.
can be upset that they um like, like they were, or they are jealous of you, or
Mm-hmm.
feel some type of way, maybe not upset because, like, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why you're angry, but maybe feel some type of way, or feel like, this person is jealous of me, or I don't know what they will do to me, or whatever. You
Yeah,
can feel
yeah.
that way, but you can also have empathy for the fact that, you know they
This is how the
actually feel that way, and
mm-hmm.
they came to talk to you about it. So two of them can
coexist.
coexist. It doesn't have to be one or the other, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
can be upset, you can be like, how dare they, and still find a way to hopefully get that relationship or that situation moving forward. So yeah, that's what I'll say about that. But yeah, just as we're talking, I was like, hey, that is talking first. But yeah,
No, that was
so
good.
but please, I don't know. Confidence is, as you mentioned, is a journey. It's going to be a, I don't know, continuous thing. Even when you think you're confident today, another thing will come, you're like, yep, I
I
guess not.
yeah. Some yeah, it's just a journey, and it's I think it takes practice.
Mm,
Like, you grow, like growing a muscle. So it takes practice, and um maybe you are afraid of speaking up about something.
mm,
So instead of being like, okay, me, I don't really speak out about things, I'm afraid, blah, 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 you can take the step and be like, okay, today I'm going to actually have this conversation
yeah.
or whatnot, and then do it. And it will not feel fun. You don't have to wait until you feel confident
Comfortable, yeah.
for you to act
Mm-hmm.
confident.
I
You know,
agree.
just take the step, and as you practice and do some of these things that before you were afraid or da da da, you're building the muscle, and
Mm.
then you're getting better at it. Ooh, another thing that I learned about building confidence is keeping promises to yourself.
Okay. Mm.
Um, I saw it from this lady influencer, somebody, Matty James, I think. And she says this a lot, like, build, keep promises that you have
That you've made to
made to
yourself.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So things like, because confidence is not just about speaking up and things like
Yeah.
that, but even you feel like, I can't take on this responsibility because
Mm.
maybe I never finish what I start, or I
Mm-hmm.
never,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So there's that feeling of when you say, okay, today I have 3 things on my to-do list, and I must finish these 3 things. And then
Mm-hmm.
when you finish those 3 things, it's like,
Yeah, because
I
there's
can
a
do
boost.
this.
It gives you
It
a
gives you
boost for
that
sure.
boost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, when you say you're going to do something, do it. And the
Mm-hmm.
more you do that, you
The
build
better.
confidence in that area and build capacity in that area.
So you guys, let us know, I guess, ways that you've struggled with your confident level, and ways that you've maybe improved them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are the friend that was jealous, or
The jealous and the
that
jealousy.
that was jealous in a relationship, like, let's know if you were able to fix it? Like if you spoke to them, not spoke to them, or how you dealt with it? Like actually would like to know.
You know what?
I would like to know that for sure.
I don't know if this is because we have spoken for a long time,
You
so
know?
I don't know if this is for this episode.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking a conversation about the whole blocking, not blocking, for your peace of mind, or for
Mm.
your when you're feeling a type of way about
Yeah.
something. Is blocking them a solution? Like, is it dealing with it, or are you just doing out of sight, out of mind?
I think that's what it is. I think I can't remember where I had seen somewhere where they were talking about ghosting, and they had
Mhm.
mentioned that ghosting is not, because ghosting, blocking, I guess pretty much the same thing. It's not like it's a temporary fix.
It doesn't deal
It
with the.
doesn't deal with the issue. And when you, at a point, you will ghost and block everybody, because now if somebody else does something, you blocked again. It's like you're
No, no,
not
no. But
dealing with the,
what about blocking just so, okay, for a season, or I don't want to see this as I'm working through this. Like, I
and then
don't.
you unblock after. So now my
Maybe
question,
later
okay.
when
So
you're
now when you
better
block
off.
this person, and this person does not know that they were blocked, and then they don't know that there was you're struggling, all of that,
Mhm.
they message you, and then they realize they are blocked.
Well, I don't know.
I guess that answers
I
that.
don't
Because
know.
I always like I don't know, like I always feel like it again, maybe I don't know.
No, because I'm thinking about, okay, maybe someone is leaving an abusive situation, or
Mhm.
they are.
So they are blocking their abuser.
Yes.
And that's
And then, like,
different
they're
now.
trying
That
to
one
deal
is
with
not only
it.
blocking
It's
the
almost like,
abuser.
oh, okay, even if
That
it's
one,
not.
the abuser is supposed to be in jail. There are many more things about the abuse. That
Okay, bad example. Bad example.
Mm.
But it's like you have a wound and you're
Mm.
trying to treat it.
Yeah.
So instead, you cover it with the plaster and whatnot while it's healing inside. You're not just leaving it open so that it can be poked and
Yeah.
poked and poked.
So
And
would
that's what
you
I'm saying. Like, if
how
something
would it
triggers
be,
you
yeah,
all the
how
time,
would you feel if you were the blocked?
forget the blocked first.
No, I know. No.
Because
I
right,
always
if you're in no, if you're in pain and suffering and you're trying to get out of pain and suffering,
Jesus was in pain and suffering.
wait, having to have the responsibility of how the other person is going to feel is gonna be a lot.
I agree.
Do you get what I mean?
No, I
when
agree.
you're just
I
trying
agree.
to,
Yeah, you're just like you're thinking
you're just
about
trying to
yourself.
breathe.
Yes,
That's
like let me
really-
just
let my
let me
head
focus
be
on
above the
my-
water.
I agree.
Uh-huh.
I agree. And I'm not and again, I know that it's hard, but I think just personally, I've and again, this is by the grace of God. I've come to the place where I don't know how to just think about only myself
Mhm.
in a
The
situation.
Mhm.
Because, as I said, if the tables are turned,
I'll not feel
how would I feel if it was me that was blocked and I don't know why I was blocked? That kind
Mhm.
of thing. Yes, I might have the best reason for blocking you, but I don't know that.
Mhm.
Do you get what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, yes, and that's not to, again, if you want to block. all of
Also,
that, yeah,
disclaimer: I am living off of the assumption we're talking about social media blocking.
Yeah.
As far
Like
I don't want to
yeah, okay.
see whatever is
Like your
going on
post.
with you
Mhm.
and your post, but if you text me, I can still text you back. That's where.
So that
my
means
head
there's
is
something
at.
about their posts that is causing issues.
Yeah, like, or
So-
maybe it's triggering certain emotions that
Mm.
you're dealing with, or you don't want to feel that all the
Does
time.
the person know? Because it's not necessarily something that they did bad to you, right? So let's say you're
Yeah.
dealing with something,
You're
right?
dealing with something by
personal,
yourself,
and then
uh-huh.
you're seeing like they are everybody is going about their life,
They're
doing
living-
their
okay,
thing.
so like this,
Mhm.
like this example of this girl who is like,
I'm
they
blocking
have
this
a
friend.
good life,
Mhm.
and it's reminding me that my life is not as
Yeah.
good as whatnot. So it's not that the friend is terrible or the friend is mean
Bad,
or
yeah.
horrible or whatnot. It's more, their own insecurities, pretty
Mhm,
much,
mhm, yeah.
and all of that. So if every time you go on, and that's why I said I was thinking social media, but I get where you're going. So if every time I come online and I'm seeing this
Like
thing
a
that
lavish
is,
lifestyle.
yeah, lavish life. Man, love
She's
it.
living
You
large.
know what? I cannot even judge you, girl, but okay. Because I'm like, okay. But yeah, anyway, maybe seeing her life
Mhm.
is making you feel some type of way, right? And you want to not feel that type of
Yeah.
way. You are aware that you feel this way because of this
Of
and
this,
this,
yeah.
and it's a me problem, it's not a her problem.
Yeah.
I can, or she can decide to like block on
Mm-hmm.
social media, because
Yeah,
that's what I'm
anybody,
thinking.
yeah,
Like
anybody can
block on
do
social
that.
media or
Yes.
whatnot.
Yeah.
But I can still say, okay, maybe not block, maybe mute so you don't see
See
nothing.
it, yeah. But I'm also thinking like when you have a relationship with somebody,
Well, okay, in that case, yeah.
do you
they
get
are
like I'm
friends.
thinking when
Okay,
you
they
have
are
a relationship
friends.
with somebody,
Because I'm thinking generally.
yeah. So if it's randos, they don't even know I'm following them in the first place.
No,
They
it's not
don't.
even run. Maybe
Oh,
your acquaintances. Maybe you're not necessarily friends. You have a level of
like
relationship
people just
because
like.
there's because
Okay, so
you can
okay,
say
yeah, yeah.
something
So I
like
get that.
childhood
Okay, I
friend,
get that.
and I think that's the way I pictured it in my
Yeah.
head. Like, okay, they are your childhood friend. I don't know if you're still close
Close
in your
now.
adulthood.
Okay,
So there's
okay.
that. So maybe
Mm.
maybe there's not even room to have a conversation per
Conversation.
se because
Mm.
your relationship is not even at that level,
Okay. Yes, so I
right?
guess if there's no, if the type of relationship you have with the person doesn't, how would I put it? Like, so that's what I was saying. Like, if it's a friend, right? Like, I owe my friends certain things.
Yes.
I owe my family certain things.
Yes.
My acquaintance, maybe not a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, like, so that I guess that's where it weighs, right? Like, so if it's someone that I guess you don't owe anything per se, or you don't owe that, I don't know, that conversation, and if the whatever else, the tiny relationship ends because of that, it's not going to be a bother, or it's not going to be something that would affect you or be a thing, because I think that's where we have to go to. Yes, it might be an acquaintance, but if there is something about that acquaintance that is important to you, you also have to think about how your action could affect
Reflect.
whatever that relationship is.
I see what you
Yeah,
mean.
so I think it would depend on what it is that
The level of relationship
yes,
that you have.
with the person.
Yeah, because I think when you said it, I was thinking childhood friend. Maybe you say hi and but you're not necessarily. I don't know if we are adulthood friends, too,
Friends,
because
yeah, if you guys
childhood friends
talk and
doesn't
stuff.
necessarily
Mm.
mean adulthood friends. But yeah,
Mm.
huh?
Yeah,
Just blocking and
interesting.
not blocking is very interesting. Do you block people?
No, I only block people that like random people that I've never met, spoken with. Like, so if somebody sends me like a DM and it's like
Yeah.
what
I
yeah,
also don't
but I
block
don't
people
block
unless
people.
you're a
You know what?
terrible human
Even
being.
people that
But
I don't
my
talk to
mute
anymore.
button. Oh my gosh!
It's plenty.
I mute like I love you. I just don't want to see
And that's fine. I guess
you
that's
in my
fine.
this thing.
But as I said, I feel like if it's because that's the same thing, right? You muted, you're struggling with something, right?
Maybe I
If
just
it's
don't want to see. Maybe I don't like what you post. But we have a
okay.
relationship, so I
Okay.
can't.
So why can't you just unfollow
I
them?
can't not follow
Why?
you because it
Why?
will now. We are
Why don't you
talking
tell
about
them? No, you
we are
can tell
talking
them that
about the other side. We have a certain level of relationship. We're not besties. I won't.
Okay.
I don't necessarily have to tell. Okay, if I tell you, then what will you do? Stop being who you are.
No,
You get-
no, like, because I'm thinking like,
Or just say like, oh, okay, so I'm unfollowing you because I don't really like your post. No, I'm like,
okay, so
yeah,
just
you.
mute
I'm
them
just,
and-
I just don't
I
want to
guess,
see it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe because me, I unfollow people. That's what I do. People that I don't like, if I don't like, when I was following you, it was free will. So if I want to unfollow you, it is free will. Like, do you get that's
It
how I see
is.
it?
No, it
Because like,
is.
yeah, nobody put a gun to my head to follow you. So if I'm like, hey, now you're contenting for me.
No, but okay.
Bye. Like,
Going back to what you have said
Yeah.
about like how the other person is going to feel. If you have you don't have to have a close relationship, but you have a certain level
I
of
will tell them.
relationship.
If it's that's what I'm saying. So if it's like again, like I try to say this as much as possible, but maybe people just don't listen. If me and you have not spoken on Instagram for like a year plus 2 years, I'll probably unfollow you. That has nothing to do with anything else.
Yeah,
So
it's just
like
we
just
haven't
be aware
spoken.
that me and you, like not like me, I want 10 people on my Instagram. So if me and you have not, nothing has crossed us on Instagram in the last year.
Ah, my
In the last, I'm
Lord.
going to unfollow, and it's not because it's not even I don't like your
not
content.
you, yeah.
It's just we've not spoken on this platform. Does not work for us. That kind of thing. It's like
I see.
it's
Okay,
not.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay.
it's not. So that's why I say it's free will that I followed you in the first place. So now if you want to be vexed, that I followed
okay,
you.
bye bye.
So yeah, but I don't know. That's just
Bye
me.
bye.
That's just
Okay,
me.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. So, but if it's somebody that I have a relationship with, that means I would have a conversation with that person.
I
Like,
see.
hey, I'm unfollowing you from Instagram. Man, you don't. And I've done it. I think I've done it to someone before. I can't remember. And I was like, I'm going to unfollow you on Instagram because man, you don't
I've
talk
done
on
it
Instagram.
once, a long time
And it
ago, and it
wasn't
wasn't.
any.
Was it? I don't even think it was Instagram or that. Maybe
Oh.
Facebook. I don't know. It was a long time ago. I
Yeah.
wasn't really on Instagram like that, or maybe it was early Instagram.
Oh,
And
okay.
I said like, man, I love you. You're my friend, but I don't really care for your posts, so I'm gonna like unfollow you. It was very awkward because
Yeah.
I don't have such conversations
How
on the
did the person
usual.
take it?
I don't think I think they were indifferent.
Oh, okay.
And maybe I was thinking because I had a tendency of um maybe I valued the relationship more than
Than the
they did.
person.
So
Oh,
they
okay.
were
So it was
like
more like
whatever for
for
them, and
them.
me, I really was overthinking it
Oh,
a lot.
yeah, that's true.
So
Oh,
there's
okay.
that.
Yeah, I don't know. And if somebody block you or follow you and it makes you feel some type of way, you can also open your mouth and talk. Why did you unfollow me or why did you block me? Did I do something? I don't know. Like,
Right.
why are
I
we not
think
holding ourselves responsible to things? Like, why are we
I think it
waiting for
depends. It
everybody?
depends on the relationship. Again, we'll go back to
Yes,
that.
it
It depends
depends.
on the
Yes.
relationship I have.
Mm.
Because sometimes if I mute you, I unfollow. If I unfollow you, if you're vexed, I honestly don't care. Like if I got to the point of unfollowing you, then
Unfollowing
I
you,
don't
yeah.
really care how you're going to respond about that.
Mm.
But
Exactly. Like,
mhm.
are you the owner of my Instagram? Ha. What if I shut down the whole Instagram? Like, what kind
I'm
of
not on
problem is
Instagram
this?
again.
Like,
So
okay, like,
did the
like,
relationship
see me,
die?
like, leave me alone. Anyways, guys, because I've left confidence.
I know we have left come here. What's the other thing? I'm sorry, but anyway, happy International Women's Day. I pray that you walk boldly in who you are,
Yes.
and you show yourself a lot of love, and you remind yourself that you are worth it and
Yep.
you are worthy.
Yeah. And you, mans, this is another opportunity to treat your mommy, your sister, your girlfriend, your wife, your daughter right. Okay? It's not easy. It's not easy to be a woman, I tell you.
Womanhood,
It's not.
but it's a good hood. But yes.
Yes.
Alrighty, see you guys on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.